Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to rank all 8 of the Master Set players for the NHL Moments event, but I want to change things up a little bit. Now, obviously, I've been recommending you guys throughout the whole year the meta cards and the cards that you want to go after if you're trying to build the best team, and honestly, that's with GWC in mind. And I kind of realized that the majority of players just don't care about Gaming World Championships, and they just want to have some fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the ranking in terms of the best players if you want to compete among the best players in the world at this game. And then I'm going to give you the ranking of just the cards that are the most fun for this event. All right, guys, so let's get into the rankings of the NHL Moments Master Set players. All right, coming in at number 8 among the best cards as well as the most fun cards is BRADEN HOLTBY. Even with the changes to post-to-post as well as light work getting a little bit more expensive, kind of shoots them down a little bit in terms of just importance because obviously they cost more, so they have to be exceptional. There's really no reason to justify going after BRADEN HOLTBY when you could go get Robin Lehner, who has the exact same abilities and is taller. Unfortunately, in this game, until the boys at EA figure out how to make the smaller goaltenders more viable when you're trying to just beat your opponent, the smaller goaltenders just won't hold up the same. So he is number 8 in terms of fun because the goaltender really doesn't matter, guys, and in terms of usefulness in regards to the meta. Coming in at number 7 is the 96 Patrick Kane. Now, like I mentioned in the intro, I'm going to rank these cards in terms of the meta and the usefulness if you are trying to put together the best players for your team. I'm also going to rank this in terms of fun. Patrick Kane is an extremely fun card. I actually made him untradeable because I was just so bored of using whatever the quote-unquote best cards were, and I just wanted to have some fun. Here's the problem, guys. I'm in Division 1, but obviously once you get to Division 1, the opponents that you go up against are much more difficult. When you face guys that know how to play the game at a higher level, you understand why cards like Patrick Kane just are almost unusable. So, I have been, and now again, that's not a blanket statement. I'm sure there's a lot of top-end players that can use Patrick Kane and, have a lot of fun with him. In all honesty, the gold Schneip, as well as having unstoppable force, combined with the fact that you can actually make this card go up to 99 acceleration, 98 speed, you can feel how quick he is. Like I said, I made him, and I played about 6 games with him. The issue is in NHL 22, there is just not a lot of time and space when you go up against good opponents. So if you were in a higher division, Patrick Kane is just not going to be it. That is why he ranks number 7 in terms of my rankings in regards to gameplay. But when it comes to fun, he's among one of the most. Because again, when you consider the fact that he is so snappy and his abilities to make those cuts and things like that, you really notice he gets to the puck extremely fast. And his shot is pretty lethal too. The only issue is that he just gets bumped off the puck so easily. So he comes in at number 7 in the rankings, but if you want to have some fun, I can confirm he is pretty fun. Coming in at number 6 is the 96 Daniel SEDIN. Now at 6'1", 93 speed, 94 acceleration. Just kind of mediocre in terms of skating at this level. The amount you've got to pay and what cards are actually about to come next month, we're going to see some 97s probably, and then Team of the Season. This card is going to get pushed out of your lineup if you are among, if you have a very, very good team. And I don't want you guys to waste your coins on that. So he comes in at number 6 in regards to that. He's got Born Leader, now costing 4. Schneip is nice. 1T is nice. The one thing I will say about 1T on a forward, though, is it's very situational, because to actually get a one-timer with this specific card is a lot more difficult for forwards as it is for defensemen, which sounds kind of weird, but you think about it, if you have a top-pairing defenseman, let's say Victor Hedman, you can get him in a one-timer spot much more easier than making sure that Daniel Sedin, among one of your 4 lines, is out there and then in a spot for your winger to take a one-timer. Then he's got Make It Snappy, which still just does not have a nice fit for it. And then Close Quarters, which is nice, but just not enough to push him higher in this list. So he comes in at number 6 among the meta. And in terms of just fun, there's just better cards in my opinion. Coming in at number 5 is the 96 PK SUBBAN. And I gotta mention, if you are looking for fun, this might rank number 1 in terms of fun, because he has got all of the tools to have just a hilarious time if you are playing a more casual game. Gold Truculence, he's got Silver 1T off the rush, which is really fun. I like using this on Gretzky every once in a while, but it's not one that you really want to spend your points on, again, if you were trying to compete at the highest level. 94 speed, 96 acceleration, and then all of the hand stats. Everything is essentially 99 after that. The only issue is, again, when it comes to that end game and that meta, and that if you are among the top end divisions in the league, or in the game, I apologize, he is just not going to bump people off the puck at the same level that someone like Brent Burns will, and Dougie Hamilton and cards like that. That's why he ranks a little bit lower in this list. However, like I said, if you want to have some fun, I wish you could have loan cards. Again, it's something I might talk about in a future video, because I'd love to just try this card out, but I've seen some clips online of some of my friends that have used them. It just looks hilarious to use. Coming in at number 4 is the 96 MIKA ZIBANEJAD. Now, I've got to say, I've heard good things about this MIKA ZIBANEJAD. He's got gold snipe, he's got shutdown, unstoppable force, and elite edges, 94 speed, 94 acceleration, and like I said, if you are planning for the end game or you're thinking about trying to compete in GWC, there is just going to be cards that will be more important for you among right-handers, and there's already so many good right-handers, like I've mentioned, so that's what kind of knocks him down this list, but like I said, I've heard great things about this card, and he does look very, very good, but there is just going to be better in my opinion. Coming in at number 3 is the 96 TOMAS HERTL, 6'2", and I've got to say, I've had this card since last Friday. Okay, one of my favorite players as a Shark fan finally got a TOMAS HERTL Master Set player after years, and he was awful at center. I think I went about 15 games before he scored for me, and again, I only play Division 1 Rivals or Hut Champs. I don't play offline, and I just did not notice him. I tried him with everything. Elite edges, born leader, tape to tape, puck on a string, and unstoppable force on, and he just could not get going for me. But once I put him on the wing, I don't know what it is. I think it's because I play that more time on attack style. You notice that he's just very, very hard to knock off the puck when you're cycling in the zone along the wing, and that is where he really excelled. So, again, you can try a bunch of different abilities on him. He has that kind of flexibility on him, and he is really fun once you get put him on the wing. So I have really enjoyed this card, and he comes in at number 3. Number 2 is the 96 Morgan Rielly. So 96 acceleration, 95 speed. And I think the reason why I'm so high on him and why a lot of people have talked about how good he is as a left-handed defenseman is, one, outside of Victor Hedman, there isn't a lot of a top-end left-handed defenseman that are gigantic, okay? But he does have elite speed and acceleration, which will last further into the game. And then also with, some really fun abilities. Seeing Eye now dropping down to 8 points. I've seen people try Seeing Eye and 1T, and both of them seem to be very effective when trying to score goals. If you walk in from the point and take a wrister, he does have that ability to score. Again, I've seen a lot of clips on TikTok, for example, and he is pretty fun. Like I said, a lot more fun than some of the other defensemen that I've seen, and he's 219, so everything else is maxed out. If you are looking for a defenseman on the left side, Morgan Rielly is a pretty safe bet. And then coming in at number 1 is the 96 HENRIK SEDIN, and just the reason is the lineup flexibility. So he's 6'2", just like TOMAS HERTL, but he's got 96 faceoffs, max defensive stats essentially, born leader, and he has got a great mix of abilities for center, essentially kind of the best ones that you would want. Close quarters, quick draw, and tape to tape. You could all activate, and that makes a great mix for players that you're playing at center. He's got 95 acceleration, 94 speed. He will last quite a bit as well. A lot like MIKA ZIBANEJAD, but just the abilities kind of push it over the edge for me. And again, the max defensive stats as well. He is the number 1 card, in my opinion, from this event in terms of Master Set players. Now, I want to be clear, guys. None of these cards are really must-makes. Like I said, if you want to have some fun, I think the Patrick Kane and SUBBAN card look to be some of the most fun cards in the game, but none of them out of this event are must-make. So if you are someone who is a holiday player, free-to-play, and you are really concerned about spending, all of the resources that you've saved on a Master Set player, this is not the event to do it. I would wait until this Friday for the new event to come out, and possibly the team builders. I really, really expect them to come this week. So just be prepared for that. I wouldn't go out and get these, but like I said, maybe if you're hut rich, or you've got maybe you packed a tradable Master Set that you could sell, and then maybe try out one of these. Patrick Kane is a really fun, fast card, as well as SUBBAN. I would love to give that card a go. But those are the rankings I have for this week. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, guys, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.